Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome back to Let's Level Every Class, the World of Warcraft Legion Remix Leveling Campaign Journey, featuring our Maniac Demon Hunter Miyu. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Top right corner of the screen, as always, playlist card which will take you directly to Miyu's specific leveling campaign, and throughout this video and all videos yet to come, there'll be other characters and their respective leveling campaign journeys featured in the different various playlist cards. Shukran as always, family. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are here, y'all. I am back in college. I'm back in university, as if I'm not already doing that now. We are back at the trials of the best way I can describe this is it's a trial of magi. I don't know. This feels. Dude, I'm missing so bad. It's like I can't hit a target not like 5 feet away from me. Oh my goodness. This is definitely like I'm getting some RuneScape vibes from this. This is kind of funny. Dressed as a wizard. Oh my goodness, I can't. You know what it is? It's the hat. The hat's killing me here. It just doesn't blend in with the dress itself. I think we're rocking our robes of the Archmage though, or the Archmage robes. So I'll take it. I'll take where I can get. But we've got some trials here, and let's go ahead and just go. Let's just go ahead and take care of that. I do feel like I'm in Hogwarts a little bit. Don't ask me what my favorite hall or whatever it is. I'm not that too deep in the lore of Hogwarts and the wizardy world of Harry Potter. The missus is, however, she's a very, very big fan of all that stuff. Me, not so much. But this is spooky season, so we can go ahead and we can just take it as it is. All right, so I guess what do I gotta do? I gotta put stuff on the table. Okay, I see. Oh, okay. Well, this is pretty cool. Look at this. This is nice. Okay, I can dig it. I dig it. It's like a trial by fire type of thing, but we're delving in to different visions and stuff. This is pretty nice. How have y'all been enjoying Legion Remix thus far? I do want to say shoutouts. Dark Alias, again, thank you so much for your comments. That the stuff, the information that y'all can provide generally does help me in terms of what I'm supposed to be looking for, or hey, look forward to doing this, or whatever the case may be. I don't know everything. Like I said, we're kind of learning on the fly. It's kind of what Let's Levels. Oh my goodness, what is this? What is this, a giant? All right, fair enough. We are definitely in Hogwarts. But thanks y'all. Thank y'all so much for the little tidbit of information. I'm enjoying Legion Remix. I hope y'all are enjoying it as well. I know a lot of people right now are definitely addicted to it. I wouldn't say I'm addicted necessarily, but it's definitely different. It's something that is breaking up the pacing a little bit of Let's Level, so I appreciate it. I think this is going pretty well. And Demon Hunter is really fun, man. Between the stylish stuff that y'all have, the glide, the weapons, the transmogs, like if you pick the right race, well, I mean, there's only so many races you can choose from, but you can't go wrong with any of the races that can become Demon Hunters. So honestly, I'm really enjoying it. Like I said, I hope y'all are enjoying this as well. I can't read any of that in script. Oh my goodness, a dragon. Nice. And he actually looks like a dragon too. Pretty cool. I kind of wish, like, I do like the dragons, the artistic style of the dragons in Warcraft. However, I do wish some of them looked a little bit more like what we had in FF11, like Fafnir and Nidhogg's model, Jormungand. I forgot the other two main dragons' names. Maybe even a Balmung. Style. And look at that tail spike there in the back. See, that doesn't look like a pine cone. So just in case y'all are tuning in, this is your first episode, I do make some comments about classic, not in a bad way, but I do, like, like, y'all know the classic style of Warcraft dragons. Look at the tails. It looks like a pine cone. It doesn't look like a tail spike to me. That actually looks like a tail spike. So it's good to know that as the years progressed, models and whatnot definitely got updated. You know, definitely with the Chimera, the flying mounts, or the mounts that you would take to get from point A to point B. The Chimera for the Horde and the Griffins for the Alliance definitely also received a little bit of an update. Yo, I got a book in one hand and I got a Warglaive in the other. This is definitely right up my alley in terms of college. Oh, hello. Okay. We have... Alright, so I think we gotta walk. I don't think running is gonna do us any good here. Alright, so now we have to do these in scriptures. That's pretty cool. Now, here's my question. Is it specific to the player? Because it doesn't seem like that's the case. Like, it seems like if somebody's ahead of me, then they can do the in scripture, and it looks like it counts. So that's pretty cool. I could be completely wrong on that. Nice. Can we take her 2 scriptures at once, or no? It's only just the one. I like these little designs though. It's definitely very arcane for sure. Do that. Drew, it's just running around. He's like, oh, screw this, man. I got no time for this nonsense. It's funny. Goodness. Y'all, Halloween is right around the corner. I've got a trunk or treat I gotta take a little family to. It's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. We're actually doing 2, which, you know, I'm thankful for because I don't get a lot of time with family. Life of a first responder, I don't have that much. Usually every holiday I'm working, and it looks like this year my schedule kind of lucked out, or at least with the team and the rotation that I did receive, or that I got on with. Because for the past like 4 years, I've not been able to do any holidays whatsoever. I've got Christmas, Halloween, oh my gosh, look at this. Wow. Okay. Let's take this design one by one. So go with the inner, go with the outer. It's not really, it looks more confusing than it actually is. I'm also glad to see that you don't have to complete the in scriptures or the little designs. You can actually just go about it however which way you want to, and it looks like it's not timed. You can complete your progress however you want to, as long as the design and scriptures can be are connected like that, like so. Looks like everything is pretty cool, so that's cool. But yeah, I'm looking forward to actually spending some holidays this year with the family, because last year like I said, for the past like 4 years, I've not been able to do that at all. And before anybody asks, you know, the lore about Hogwarts and everything, I'm not completely in tune with like Hogwarts and all that, but I guess if I had what is this? Oh, come on, really? No way. All right. That's interesting. We're not going to challenges me to an immediate duel. Is that what we do with our students? I mean, the only way I feel like that sometimes when I have to complete this like a 12-page essay and like complete it almost feels like I'm trying to complete my master's thesis, which is absolutely insane, but here we are. Oh, it's a Banshee. Whoa, okay. Well, actually, you know what, hold on, that makes sense, because every single one of these Night Elves in this temple are deceased, but that's quite interesting. I was not expecting her to transform like that. That's pretty cool. But yeah, definitely looking forward to spending some time with the family this year. I definitely need it. Glad I have enough seniority to be like, yeah, I kind of want to spend a little more time with my family. Get to see my son continue his growth and development and growing up and all that. But yeah, what are y'all doing for Halloween? Do you guys have like a trunk or treat that y'all are doing for us, you know, married men, for us family men out there, or, you know, for you single fellas? What's the goal? Are we going out with some friends? Are we just we hitting up Legion Remix all weekend, or what's the goal? I'll tell you what, back in the day, prior to me getting involved in any MMOs, it was definitely a matter of like hopping on the Xbox and rocking Halo 3 or Halo 2, whichever it was, whichever game it was, but it was definitely jumping on Xbox and just like chilling with the boys. Well, look at that, a pearl. Oh, that's so screwed. I was wondering who tossed that ice bolt. Dang it. That's this, what? Tide Mistress, why? I've come so far. Look. I was just about to freaking get my master's thesis. I was gonna do my walk, graduate and everything. What? If he punched me, I would be completely flatlined. No offense. God, between the Naga and everything else. Oh, give me a break. So you guys imprisoned me in this little shack of an imprison and... What the fuck? Okay. Hello. Ah, it's the Prince. Hey, Prince. How you doing? Good to see you, Ferrandis. Thanks for saving. I mean, I pretty much could have saved myself. They gave me my warglaives, you know. They allowed me to keep my warglaives. I could have saved myself, but I do appreciate it. Oh no, this is like a Miss of Pandaria. This is exactly what happened in Mist. Y'all remember that? With Novazaru and whatnot, we had to do this little with the SI agents. Looks like we've got to do a little bit of oh, but I can cast Meteor, so I'll take that. Yeah, so we got this little, hey, this is what happened. This is how I was able to find you. Oh, come on. They can see him. There's no way. Look right over the... You're telling me that neither of them, absolutely neither of them... Oh, wow. Dang, that's rude. Look at them. They're dragging me full... That looks ridiculous. Oh, ouch. I'm glad to know. Glad to know my body was dragged that far of a distance. Thank you very kindly. Naga, I will not forget that. What's ironic is that in the class order hall for Demon Hunters, there's a part of the Naga that actually side with the Illidari, so it's kind of, I don't know, this just looks weird. Alright, a little bit of confrontation finally. I like a little bit of confrontation, Miss Tide Mistress. And he's still continuing to drag me. That's not nice, dude. I don't appreciate that. Oh wow, that's a nice little wave. I kind of like how we have 3 abilities. You got basic fireball, meteor, and blink. Dude, that's all you need. That's all you need as a mage. Meteor, fireball, change fireball to frostbolt. Change it to frostbolt and this would just be perfect. That's all mages. Nothing but frostbolts and blinks every day, all day, man. Shoutouts to my classic mages. You know what I'm talking about. Alright, so we've got her on the run as expected because we don't, in this expansion, we don't kill any bosses thus far, at least yet. I'm hoping we do. Maybe that's later on in Legion Remix, you know, maybe that's just kind of a part of it. That we just, like, we don't kill any of the bosses because they all end up running away, but then, like, later on, you jump into the raids and you start to actually do stuff. That's probably what it is. Do also want to say special shoutouts to Sohask, Azeroth, Meathall, Ezekiel, JB, Knock Knock, Coots, Rui, members of the Void fam. Y'all are incredible. Y'all are amazing. Without y'all's support, the channel truly... Oh my goodness, it's the big gal herself, Mrs. Queen Ajara. We actually confront... Dude, look at the eyes. Saha, Queen. Goodness gracious. The glowing eyes... That's a nice touch. Do we actually confront this lady right now? This can't be her. I've played enough Warcraft to understand how this goes. Oh, this actually might be her. Never mind, I thought it was just like some hologram vision. If this is actually Mrs. Ajara herself, we're in for a treat. My goodness, she's pretty though. Goodness, look at that. Night Owls, what are y'all doing, man? You let this girl just freaking walk all over you? No, play. Yeah, her story is pretty interesting. Oh, she... Total confrontation. It seems like they... Dude, Ajara's got to be like, what, 100 and some years old? Poor Ferrandis. Prince is just... He's living memories. I mean, they knew each other back in the day. He's probably just like, man... Of all the freaking craziness I had to deal with, I had to deal with a queen who basically just said, I'm gonna make this deal, and you're gonna like it or not. Whether you like it or not, I'm doing it. Ah, he stood up to her. That's right, sir. That is absolutely right. Listen. Listen. Shouts to all my brothers out there. To all you single men, take your time. Oh gosh, that meteor lasts a long time. Take your time before marriage, because once you're married, once you're married, man, oh boy, life gets very, very interesting. Shout outs to our sisters, our queens out there. Where would we be without y'all? Y'all have the blessing of giving life, or creating life, I should say. So that's awesome. Where would we be without y'all? But the craziness we have to deal with that comes with that little agreement is sometimes insane. I jest. I completely jest. You know, I wonder if there's like a side quest in Warcraft that actually like plays on the joke of a married couple and just getting to see just like when the before and the after, because it's quite funny. Aha, a little bit of revenge here. Hello, ma'am. I like the Naga. Dude, I like the Naga. I think they're quite interesting. And it's really interesting to see the connection that they had with the Night Elves. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, wow. Whoops. Alright, well, game's over. I'm dumb. I just walked completely into that. Or maybe not. I thought she was gonna run away. I was gonna be like, she's just gonna run away anyway. We're just gonna end up having to deal with her at some point. But I like the Naga, man. I just like the connections that you have, you know, because going back into like, let's say Classic, you really first get introduced to them. Well, Night Elves get introduced to them, I want to say first. And that really comes, my gosh, it's getting crazy. The screen shake. That comes from, what is it? I want to say Darkshore. I was going to say Ashenvale, but that's incorrect. I think we get introduced to the Naga around the time we go to Darkshore. Could be wrong. Anybody, please correct me if I am. But if memory serves me, it would be around the time of Darkshore. But one Naga mistress down. Saved by Prince Ferrandis. And here he is, accompanied by the same fallen Night Elves. So it looks like they're actually gaining some trust here with him. Maybe there's a little bit of forgiveness, which I really do appreciate.
We saw what you did.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. You know, for as stuck up and stubborn as the Night Elves are, man. And I know people make the comments about Blood Elves, but Night Elves are pretty stuck up. I hate to say it, but this is really cool. It's kind of like a nice little homecoming for our prince, and just a nice little reunion of like, hey, do y'all forgive me for what I did back then? And it looks like we're going to be taking on a dungeon. No. We go ahead and I'm just going to enter in right here, because I don't know if is it tied to... Oh, no. Okay, so this is going to be a legit group finder dungeon. All right, one moment, family. Gonna be honest, Dungeon Finder right now in Legion Remix is incredibly legit. Finding a group outside of that decline, which of course it's a DPS that declines. Outside of that, it seems like the Legion Remix is so active right now that everyone is doing basically everything. At least from what I was told. Now, this is our very first, not our very first dungeon, but this is going to be the first one tied specifically to the story that we're doing. This is going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm also liking how we're looking. Dude, look at Demon Hunters. Look at the shoulders. Are you kidding me? Gosh, the red and gold is a very hard color combination to get, but you tie it in with the Mountain Dew, or sorry, the Fell Dew. That's what we're going to call it from now on. The Fell Dew green. Dude, dude. Ah, decline again. Son of a gun. Do you see? This is what happens. Commentator's curse. Commentator's curse. We end up trying to say, oh yeah, it's so nice, you know, everyone's doing everything, and yet I get like 3 declines in a row. Oh my goodness. Maybe we'll be here for a minute, maybe we won't, who knows. Oh, dude, no way. The healer. Oh, all the DPS queued too. You know, I figured if I was just, you know, I'm going to leave this part in. I'm definitely going to leave this part into the VOD because it's just funny. All right, we got it. Nice. Now, this should... Okay, Eye of Azara. I have ran this dungeon in modern, or in retail, during Time Walking campaign, so I'm slightly familiar with this one. Nice peacock. Oh my goodness. It's, I don't know... Sorry, y'all. This is going to be Demon Hunter tanking on the fly. I'm not too sure if I'm supposed to just do the typical and like run through everything and then group to the boss and have everybody just burn everything down. I don't know if that's the specific route that this group is going to want to do. So we'll just kind of play it by ear. Again, what's been helping me and may help y'all as well is actually using the single button assistant. The reason I say that is because it kind of feels like I'm freeing up my thought process a little bit. I'm freeing up my hand-eye coordination to put more of my tanking stuff like taunting and whatnot. I can focus more on that and have everything that I need DPS wise, or in order to just keep hate wise. I can do that with the single button assistant. That's actually been really, really nice. It's honestly, it's kind of a game changer, at least for me. Like I remember tanking on Paladin and having to go through the buttons and run through the motions, and it's good too to do that. It is good because you build a strong muscle memory. But when, like, for me, when I change up the buttons or the abilities bar, the action bar, I guess, when I change that up, I lose track of, like, if I've had one ability completely tied to, let's say, number 5 or just any button on the keyboard, and then I change it, my thought process, like my OODA loop, that's a good way to put it. The OODA loop, like I just completely mess it up. Like I just completely fall out of rhythm. For those of you that don't know what the OODA loop is, it's just something that I just kind of, not often, but I make some comparisons to. Dude, I like how big this boss is. Sick. So we've got him. We have the second boss, which is a Naga. I think there's a rare that also spawns in this dungeon as well. I think it's like a little snail dude. And he's right out, like right around the hill he could spawn. Be lucky if we see him. I think he's blue in color. I think that's how you can differentiate which one it is. But I think that'd be pretty cool to see a little rare. Like of all rares, it's just a snail dude, snail bro. So we got the Naga down there. That's going to be the second boss. Third one, I think is like one of those hydras that pops out the ground. Fourth one I can't remember at all, and then the fifth one's the actual Eye of the Storm. So this is good practice for me to get the reps in. Kind of struggling a little bit to keep the hate though, or to keep the enmity, so I need to pay a little bit more attention to that, especially with the Hydra that pops out the ground, because I believe, if memory serves me correctly, he is completely surrounded by a whole bunch of mobs, and I don't want to have anybody drop. You know, it's one good element of a tank, or one good sign of a tank in any MMO is not letting your partners faint. Take care of this, because I believe she is connected to the boss. I think there's two of them that we have to take care of. Memory serves. Don't see the rare snail, unless that's him. No, that can't be him. I think he's blue. From what I've been told, he's blue. So, no rare snail to be had. Oh, I guess we don't have to take care of that one? I swore I thought we had to take care of that second Naga over there, that sorceress, but fair play. We can go ahead and handle the big Naga queen herself. Now, oh, you can even see the serpent dude up there in the distance. So the bosses really aren't too far away. This is a pretty relatively quick dungeon. Alright, let's go ahead and get the aggro on us. Get the group's aggro on us. Ooh, nice. Ooh, that's a good stun right there. Do we have to... Man, it's just been so long since I've done this one. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. So when she's about to do the stun ability, get on the sandhills, she takes away the sandhills depending on how long this fight takes, which, I mean, she's down. That didn't take long at all. But I see how it works. Okay. I'm getting the reps back in, you know. It's been so long since I ran this one. May not seem like it in terms of VOD wise, but I promise it's been a while. I generally knew though what I was doing for the most part. Like I had the memorization, or I had the memory. It was deep in the folder in the back of my head, and it was just like, wait, what happens next? All right, let's get out of there. Dude, these Hydras, I'm telling y'all, the newer Hydra models, not a fan of. Not a fan at all. Although this is like a Cyclops Hydra, dude. I prefer the old school Blackrock Depths Aku Mai model. The one that can actually walk. Or Gazrilla. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Love that dude. Shoutouts to Aku Mai. I need to take a visit back to Blackrock Depths. BRD. Need to do a BRD run just to go see him. Fantastic job to the group here. Only pulled one little ad, which is just ironically, as I say, a walking Hydra. Well, here we are, a walking Hydra. There you go. Good stuff to the team thus far. That we're really pushing and making moves. That Demon Hunter is going at 100 miles an hour, as Demon Hunters do. Got the crabs here. Or not crabs. This dude's like a crayfish type of bro. I like that that void bro. Oh dude, somebody's even got a snail. Look, let's go. Let's go. Somebody's got the snail mount. So that mounts the void the red void crimson dude. So that's a mount that I think we can purchase in the shop right now. It's tied to the vampire boss from Icecrown Citadel. Dude, what a cool boss she was too. She was a fantastic freaking boss to fight. The intro to her alone was just like, wow. Well done, well done. Alright, I don't remember which boss comes next. Oh, group of Murlocs. Always fun, always good times when you see a group of Murlocs and you're not in Classic, because you realize, hey, I can kill these things without getting absolutely absolutely wrecked. Shoutouts to this Tauren as well. Again, shoutouts to this whole entire party. They're like, everybody's doing really, really well. All right, let's see if I can get some hate. Looks like it's going to be the fourth boss is a giant, sea giant of some kind. So it's pretty cool. I land on the stun as one tank always does. I probably should have just interrupted, but whatever. It's all good. All right, the big man himself. So I've been trying to get used to, in terms of getting, like, running the reps in terms of tanking on Demon Hunter. So I like to drop in and just immediately taunt and then pull the boss's direction of influence, his, I guess, DI. Not to talk Smash Brother terms, but I like to make sure that any AoE cones, frontal AoE damage based abilities are going to come to me. But it looks like he also does AoEs that go around the map, so that's just something that unfortunately is kind of out of my control. Not going to be able to do much on that, but mashallah, he's down. One more boss to go, the actual Eye of the Storm. This ran relatively smooth, I would say. Nice and smooth, relatively quickly. I mean, this is just what we like to see. Man, look at that, dude. All right, so the group's split. Let's go ahead and follow our buddy here. I don't want him to feel alone and just completely left out. Let's see, let's have a competition here. Let's see who can bring, they're bringing the mobs down faster first, so whatever. We're not going to be winning any awards here. That's good team synergy, though. That's actually a really good idea. You may as well just split the group and just take care of... so there you go. So the reason you do this is to bring the big guy over yonder, the Eye of the Storm, weaken him. I wonder if there's like an achievement if you can take him on when he's fully, like, completely overpowered. Bismillah, great job team. Eye of Azara dungeon down, and what a nice little ending right there. Family, we've assisted we got saved by Prince Ferrandis. We went ahead and graduated from the Fallen Night Elves Magic Academy. We got to learn a little bit more about the Naga and the events of what happened, what's going on. Queen Azara, the queen herself, making her not introduction, but making her presence known. Legion is definitely looking to be a fantastic storyline, and we're only in one part. We're gonna go ahead though and call it here. I'll catch y'all on the next episode. Take care, have a wonderful week, and I will see you all very soon. Take care, everyone.